I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.
All right, fuck it. We're back one more time. What do we got? The responses make sense. Let's go.
All right, welcome folks to another wonderful episode of Batman Radio. So, I don't think I'm going to be on here long, but
Good.
I just want to go over a couple of matters with y'all real quick. First of all, like I said, I'm kind of excited and happy. My homie gave me some new clothes, like a whole lot of them, like hoodies, and like I'm finally looking at them. I got the shorts on already. It all looks like brand new. There's some nice shorts too. You know, I don't really train in shorts usually or work in shorts, but might have to try that out too around the corner here. We'll see.
Yeah, 'cause when you're working out, you
Might
want to
help
wear
me too in the heat
jeans.
because it's hot as hell out here. But I mean, it helps. Period. I mean, they're nice clothes, man. I haven't even really looked at it still, but I know there's hoodies in there. There's dress pants, like
Dress
really
pants.
nice dress pants. I don't know if there's any dress shirts or anything like that, but you know, and I'll talk to him like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I need something, he tends to try to help. And that's what I'm saying. You know, God told me he's gonna send me the right people my direction to try to help me along the way.
Dress
You know,
pants.
and
John Cole.
God keeps his promises and has kept his promises, you know what I mean?
Slacks, if
So
you
I
will.
think that I think we should take time and take a second to recognize that. That's number one, right? So that's another come up. That's cool. Like I said, I got these shoes. I've come a long way real quick, and you got to understand. I mean, I built all this by myself, so it's like I built it with God. You know, everything. You know, from the ground up, and you know, like I said, this business keeps on continuing to build. It continues to evolve. Um, and that's my thing. You know, I'm just not really in the business of talking. I'm in the business of results and action, and you know, it's it should all be self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not here to explain anything. I'm just here to talk
Buffalo
and
Billy, what up?
you know, teach the public and educate the public. I mean, I'm here to explain concepts and stuff, but I have nothing to explain, you know. But like I said, just doing a lot of research, man, expanding, working nonstop. Anything I do is still technically considered work because it's all associated and affiliated with this, with everything I'm doing online, you know, and you know, it is what it
Blue,
is,
what up?
man. I have a presence, I have everything going, man. Like I said, this business is on autopilot. The title is very applicable because
Applicable.
it's the truth. The responses make sense. What I mean by that is that you know most of these folks and people's responses make sense. And what I'm trying to explain, you know, is like you know, I be slightly paying attention to some of these folks here and there. I try to watch, you know, different streams and different so-called shows or whatever. And, you know, I try to, you know, pay attention. And like I said, I've tried to help people as much as possible. You know, some people you just can't help. Some people don't want to help themselves. But the one thing that I'll tell you is, like I said, you know, you have these trolls and stuff that go to these chat rooms on here, and it's kind of funny to me because you know they play their part and play their position, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong when you do that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. But I see that like they'll
Then to
go
get the dress
tell you know
pants.
Mr. Rob Rack, you know, and they shape the wording wrong and incorrect because I mean I'm talking straight facts. But what I did notice is that when you run and you tell Mr. Rob Rack, you know, Tyree Sneed is talking, which I mean it's just Batman, you know, you can call me Batman. But that's good too. I like, you know, I like my real name being used. Honestly, I do, you know, it reminds me of me, you know, but yeah, when they tell him, you know, Tyree Sneed's, you know, talking and he's still, talking and going in or whatever. Yeah, I'm talking facts. I mean, again, what I'm saying is from a, loving, real place. And it's just advice and words of advice, and it's the truth. So, when he responds and says, who cares? Again, this is somebody who's completely obsessed with me. This is someone who pays attention to every stream I do, I can guarantee it, and pays attention to what I'm doing and all the progress I've made. And then what they do is
Good stream,
these
look.
narcissists, they try to, well, first of all, they're all alcoholics. So he sits there and he drinks all day. And then while they're obsessed and watching my
Yeah, he
every
jizzed
move,
on
and,
his own mouth.
they're
He just
seeing
left
that I
it there.
continue to succeed and progress, they try to act like they're not seeing it. This is what these narcissists do. So they'll act like,
Friday
like
night,
I don't
drink 'em if you got
exist,
'em.
or to them, or they don't see me, but really they're all constantly talking about me, constantly seeing what it is. So, the responses make sense because, I mean, the reason that he's doing that, brothers and sisters, is because he has to do what all narcissists do, which is kind of the same thing you're trying to do when you type in a chat and you say something that's inaccurate and untrue, right? You're trying to downplay the reality.
All right. He said he's not going to be here long when he first started the stream. We're 6 minutes in. What's the over under on this one? It was just short of 3 hours last night.
And just basic reality. And, it's one reality for all of us, and everybody has to acknowledge and recognize reality. And again, the reality is that I succeeded and Rob Rat failed. The reality is that, I succeeded and a lot of these folks failed, and that they wish that they had my career, and they wish that they could make money speaking publicly, and they wish that they had their own business like me, and they wish that they were in my shoes. They wish that they had, Gucci flats on, these shoes like I got on right now that cost thousands of dollars.
Fuck yeah. Last night he was just on. Remember how many different fucking just topics, just one after another, rapid fire, was insane.
They wish they had 530 on their wrists like me. They wish that they lived like me. They wish that they looked like me. They wish that they moved like me. They wish that they could talk like me. They wish they could sing and rap like me. They wish that they were as athletic as me. I guarantee you Rob Rack does. Isn't that why y'all made that funny emoji or emoticon? Like with the muscles and stuff? Because all that is based upon a reaction still towards me. It can't be anyone else, because that's what my pictures on here on my icons when I show myself really look like. That's what I'm saying. They don't take them so seriously. They never have and they never will. And they know what it is. So, they do this stuff, basically they just, do it on purpose. I mean, it's how they operate, So yeah, he's going to clearly always choose to deflect and project and deny. And that's what a lot of narcissists do. And that's perfectly fine. I'm not looking for his validation. I mean, his validation means nothing to me. I don't need somebody who lives in a Roach Motel room and has no career and refuses to get a job, who's making, pretty much the worst decisions all across the board that you can, and has spent most of his time in prison, to the point that he's in prison more than he's in the free world. I don't see how or why, or I don't think that I should be looking. I don't see in any instance or situation why I would care or look for, an individuals like that his validation. You understand? So, I mean, yes, he's going to continue with the cute responses and try to ignore reality, just like he ignores everything that I do every day. But yet I'm sure that he's paying attention. I'm sure all of them are. I'm sure that behind the scenes they discuss it, but when they go on here, of course they're going to try to downplay it. I mean, everything they say is a lie over there. They've got people that are just kind of babbling and rambling, and you can see that what they're doing is making up stories and making up concepts and making up fake digits of money, and it's all just basically a playtime fantasy with your imagination over there, and it's just a bunch of fake stuff. Which would mean that he doesn't have a show. He doesn't really have a channel. He definitely doesn't have a platform or a voice, which is my only point. Okay. I mean, so, you got to understand, I mean, denial and, rejecting all of reality to make yourself feel a little bit safer and, in the world and more comfortable is definitely not the way to go. Yeah, correct. So that's my point, is that, that, and that's fine. He's welcome to do that. Everybody makes their own decisions. Like I said, he's made the decision to make more mistakes and entertain these so-called women that, with my advice, I would have said, you probably shouldn't waste your time, or you should find a better quality of broad and deal with someone who may have something to offer, especially
Frauds.
when you're in a position when you need to link up with somebody who has something to offer because, well, you have nothing. But now he's basically acquiring the leading cause of poverty. He's already had a falling out, I believe, with Daria, and and I'm never in anybody's business. I'm truly not, but I do pay attention and I see, and like I said, I mean, I want to see everybody win. I want to see everybody happy. But from what I see, Daria is the typical so-called woman in that situation. And I mean, this is anywhere. This is in any hood, ghetto, even the suburbs. I mean, she's just the typical example, right? And she's, to her, she doesn't feel guilty doing what she's doing because this is the way that she was raised and brought up. And it's the truth. And she tried to perpetrate, and I saw through the veil immediately. That's why I called her out a couple of times on here publicly. If you listened and actually remember, and listen to the shows. And I called it out publicly and I said, nah, because I mean, you can see what it is. So, I mean, she's comfortable not being a good person. She's comfortable being malicious. And yeah, she was trying to perpetrate and say these weird things in chat rooms, which shows that it's fake when you're typing it. And it should just be obvious that that was the case. Right. So she'll type in the chat something like, oh, well, I don't do any negativity. And, she kept making excuses. I don't do anything. And, I'm so innocent and I'm just here minding my business. And why are these folks worried about me? Well, I mean, first of all, it's common sense. That should be a rhetorical question. When you associate with certain people, you kind of inherit the baggage that comes along with them. So that's number one. So, I mean, if you all would stop with this acting like everyone on YouTube is dating now because you keep trying to emulate and copy me, because I got on here and I really was meeting a lot of women immediately as soon as I got on here because I'm a hustler. You need to stop trying to copy me because it really looks funny. It looks embarrassing. And this is not just with them, this is with everyone on this network. The desperation is real. Okay. And it's been real for years. And like I said, that's the thing. You're trying to imitate and copy something that you're seeing, but it's like I'm so many light years and leagues above all of you that, when you try to match my energy or copy my hustle or how I move, it just looks ridiculous. So in the process, what he wants is he's already sold his soul to the devil. Clearly, he just wants to have fake fame. He wants to feel like he made it. He wants to sit there and sing. What was that song he was singing? He wants to sit there and sing at the top of his lungs, "Shine bright like a diamond." That's what he was doing. I'm for real. He was drinking and singing that song to him like he was just amazing and the greatest guy ever. He was smiling in the camera. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh, for real. You got to remember, man, people are watching you. You whatever you put out here publicly, and when you get on here and you talk the way you talk and you do what you do, people are entitled to have their opinion. And he does care. He cares very much what I'm saying. He cares about, me and what I'm speaking because he knows it's the truth. If folks like that are always going to try to downplay it. But, like I said, I mean, you started out all right, like most narcissists. I mean, you seemed like you were looking for work maybe, and like you actually had a job or were going to get a job. You were saying that you had one. You were saying that you were going to school and college. Where did that go? What happened with that? And if so, how would you have so much time to be on here for free is my question. You stream for free. You don't make any digital money. I talked about all this. I addressed you directly about all this. And I said, you're not going to be able to make any digital money the way that you're doing things. It's just common sense. So, I mean, whether he likes it or not, like all narcissists and anybody who's delusional, he still has to face, reality. He still has to face, all of reality, whether he likes it or not, because everybody does. That's the thing with narcissists. They don't want to deal with reality. Reality is constantly there, and they keep pushing it off and pushing it, farther away. And what y'all do on social media, not just on
Crying
YouTube, this
about
is everywhere,
crime.
what y'all do is you glorify narcissism, and you glorify, basically rejecting all of reality, and you glorify deflecting and projecting and, immature behavior, which I mean, I don't understand, because none of you have succeeded with that behavior. So again, I mean, you and I are two totally different ball games. I mean, we basically have nothing in common. And I mean, if given, I mean, we probably do have some stuff in common if people would drop their ego and just be themselves. He's probably an all right guy when he's just himself, just like most of these folks. A lot of them had mad potential. A lot of them had potential to be pretty cool people. I don't know if I'd say good people, but they're able to masquerade like good people. Some of them, they're able to act and pretend they are. You're able to tolerate them, and
Sector
some of them are
fever.
actually
I
pretty
gotta write
cool
that
people.
down.
But it's just it all depends. It depends on the person.
Joey,
A lot
getting
of
the
people have a lot of
BBC.
underlying issues. People
Yeah,
wear
you know
masks.
me.
That's what people don't get. Like, they really do. So I mean, I pretty much have him figured out. I mean, he's not too complicated. I mean, he really is scared of the world. There's nothing gangster about him. Uh, Never was. He was a regular dude. He's never been in the streets like that. He likes to get online and talk crazy and perpetrate. And you can tell, because that's the thing. When you get addressed directly and we talk about these matters, you can judge by somebody's response, and you can just see that all he wants to do is troll and be fake. And I mean, that's not the way to go. And then like that one time he said, "Oh, they're mad." I mean, if somebody's mad, is that really a negative or is it a positive? Because my anger is why I'm wealthy. Me, I stay mad. I'm a very angry individual. That's what people seem to not want to accept and acknowledge. I'm not playing any games. I don't participate in other people's games. I'm not afraid to get mad, and that's part of why I've succeeded. So I get mad all the time. Okay, to a whole nother level that you all couldn't even fathom or understand or comprehend. My anger is limitless. Okay, my rage is limitless. And those are very powerful things, especially if you learn how to harness them, which is what I'm working on, and what I do. These are gifts that God gave me. There's nothing negative or bad about it. So that's the thing. They operate from what they operate from, and that's what narcissism is. It's a shame-based disorder, and they operate out of shame, and they project that shame onto others. And you have to say no. That's the answer. You have to just say no and say, whatever you're talking about yourself, and that's your thing. And I would like to not have a conversation with you. Because that's the reality, is that it's weakness, and that all of you do it because you just, can't deal with reality, which is why you turn to all these outlets and all these different, whatever you call it. So, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't care what he does or says. I'm the one who truly, genuinely doesn't care. I mean, he's just my entertainment. I'm going to talk about him when I want because it's entertaining to me, and I get paid for it. I get paid to talk about anyone and anything. So I actually really enjoy what I'm doing right now. I enjoy talking about him. He's a very interesting character to me, and I find him to be absolutely hilarious. At no point am I scared.
I did that one time, Blue, when I was in Vegas. Shit, this is going back. Oh, fuck. I'm going to say mid to late 90s. I was in Vegas, and I was on the roulette table, and they fucked me. They fucked me and I knew it. I was hammered drunk and I made them fucking roll back the fucking cam footage. Fucking all kinds of security come around and I'm making a scene. Fucking run the tape back. Run the fucking tape back. That's why I don't fucking gamble anymore.
Scared of him in any way. At no point does he seem like a scary individual. At no point does, I think that all he does is front. Truly. I mean, this is truly what I see. You know what I mean? He's definitely a reckless individual. He definitely makes bad decisions. He definitely, encourages that concept, he you have to understand he hasn't proven himself in any way, shape, or form. Nor do I want him to. You know what I mean? I don't want him to prove himself to anyone, and he for sure doesn't have to prove anything to me. So I mean, he's a guy that talks it. I'm a guy that lives it. I mean, it's a lot different, and you can see and hear that by the way that we speak.
Sounds like you want to suck his dick.
Because see, I have to, I have rules to follow. I mean, in everything, I have to be careful. I try to stay out of trouble. So that's the thing, you're trying to take a dude that, doesn't have any responsibilities. And, most of the dudes like that, they usually don't get held accountable for their actions anyway, half the time. So they're used to it. That's why he just kind of does whatever he wants and people cover for him. I mean, I pretty much know everything going on, actually. That's the thing. Y'all vastly underestimate Batman. So, I mean, like I said, I mean, his family sends him money. I mean, if he has any money, it's because of the family. He has never worked. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't make any money. He's not anything. He's just a guy that sits around and he gets funds from the family. Clearly, the family has a little bit of dough. I don't know why. Maybe they're in the military or something.
They should be paying me.
They could be military. They could be anyone. I'm sure he has some connections of some sort, and not good ones, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure he's a very demonic individual is what it seems like. He says some crazy statements and things on here, like a lot of you do, something that you never catch me doing ever, right? And that's what's crazy, is that all the ones who are, not about anything, they come online and talk gangsta and talk crazy and about how tough they are. And the actual gangster, I'm the original actual mob. I talk super nice and polite on here. I have to let y'all know what it is sometimes, but me, when you're the real deal, your job is to stay out of trouble, which is why I was talking tonight about how I don't like talking to civilians too much. If you're on some loving, positive stuff, cool. But if you're just, on some nonsense, I'm not trying to talk to you because I already know how I am. You understand? So no, I don't even want to start a conversation. That's why you see me and I keep walking. I'm not trying to deal with none of that because I don't know who folks are. And it is what it is. I'm going to stay out of trouble. I don't even entertain any other energies. People can say whatever, they can act anyway, whatever. I mean, I know me. Okay. I mean, and I train martial arts almost every day. I mean, I know me. Believe me, I know me. That's the problem with folks on here is they want to pretend and act like I've turned soft. I didn't turn soft, buddy. I got smart. The big difference. In fact, I've gotten a lot tougher. Okay. If anything, than I've ever been. Okay. A lot more resilient. And a lot smarter. Have I been through a lot? Has it affected me? Oh yeah, definitely, especially physically. I mean, it should be slowing me down a little, but it ain't. As far as thinking and thought process, it should definitely have slowed me down. I don't know if it really has. Doesn't seem like it. There may be little problems and issues I go through because of everything I've been through. I mean, I've survived a lot of impossible stuff. I've done a lot. I've been through hell. Physically, especially, so, and emotionally in every way, and I have a strong mind and I'm a strong person. So, I've shown that basically, I never break, I can't be broken, and I don't fold. So give me a round of applause. But I mean, like I said, I mean, you're talking, I mean, you're trying to compare apples to oranges here. I mean, what does it matter what I'm saying? I mean, his response makes sense. I mean, what does it matter? but I don't think he genuinely doesn't care. I think he just always has a cute answer. I mean, that's what he has to do. They all do it. They all do it. They all rewrite their history. See, that's the thing that I don't understand what the troll would be, whoever it is. I don't understand what you're confused about. I mean, that's how they all are, brother. All of them. They all do that. They rewrite their history. They want to rewrite everything that's happened. They're going to reject any principle of reality to make themselves feel comfortable. I mean, you've been on here long enough. I'm sure you've seen these so-called sectors and their behaviors and the way they act. I mean, have they ever had a real straight discussion directly?
Welcome in.
Come on, man. You remember the past, bro? I've always been the tough guy on here, man. That's the thing. He's not a tough individual. He's not a tough guy. It's all just an act, and he talks crazy on YouTube. Okay? And YouTube and reality are two totally different things. And like I said, he's not helping himself in any way, shape, or form. You do realize, like, as far as, Dari is concerned, you do realize what her agenda is, right? And that she's succeeding in that agenda, and y'all aren't paying attention. Again, you're not listening to what I'm saying. What he has now created and inherited, these new problems, is the number one leading cause of poverty. And he's talking reckless and talking crazy on there to the point that, I mean, it's just, he's not making any good decisions. He's, basically going the wrong way. And he's, and this is all people like that do. This is just like these other people that caught the felonies. All of them who were jellyfish and jelly, they continue to make horrible decisions. And what you don't understand is I can make a career and get paid for talking about anything or filming anything. I just choose to, what I would like to do is talk about stuff like this. 100%. I want to get paid and make money talking about your mishaps and your mistakes, right? And that doesn't matter who it is. That's just what it is.
Kellen, what up?
I talk about, so-called women. I talk about different individuals. I talk about people. I talk about society. I mean, you got to start looking at statistics, man. The DUI and the DWI rate went up for women catastrophically. So-called women are out here messing up. I mean, there's a new DUI, DWI on YouTube almost every day. Okay? So, I mean, you got to really pay attention to what I'm saying. What I'm saying when I'm speaking is a fact. So it's not about, feelings aren't facts. It's not about how he feels about it or how he feels about me saying the truth or talking. Again, what I'm saying is just basic reality. He's the one who has had a lot to say, right? And that's his nature. He doesn't know how to be positive. I'm a positive person. Like I said, I've tried to talk to him several times and tried to help him and, steer him in the right direction and give him the right advice. I'm not against anyone, okay, much less him. If anything, I hope that he does well, and I've wished him luck several times on here. And, sometimes I just have to address someone for how they're talking. You have to understand we're two totally different people, man. We're two totally different individuals, bro. I mean, you're talking, you're talking to a guy who really comes from the streets, bro. You're talking, I mean, you don't remember all these trips I took? You don't remember when I was in San Antonio every night at nighttime, going back and forth, working all week in Austin, and then taking a trip out to San Antonio to go stay in that beautiful hotel out there, the Rio? You don't remember this? When I used to go there at night and I'd get dropped off by like Flixbus, and Flixbus is different because the places you pull up at, the bus stations, there is no station. It's just a parking lot because they're super cheap, right? Which I actually love Flixbus personally, back when they had the right prices and I could use it in that area. My point is, we get there around nighttime. You got to understand, I didn't have anywhere to go out there. So I was doing everything off the strength of just building and creating. And I managed to find a way to do it for years, which is what the question you should be asking. How the hell did you do that? I mean, last time I was over there, like I said, I mean, I was making buku bucks, brother. Okay, so I mean, you got to really understand. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. I had over 11 bands, homie. Remember? Okay, and then what did I do? I invested in all this and being Batman. I'm a boss. So, in a city I don't even live in. You know what I mean? That when I showed up there, I probably had maybe $2,000 at most, if even, probably less than that, and was dwindling quickly because I didn't know how to manage money to the extent that I do now a little better. And that's just a saving. I knew how to manage. It's just everything's expensive, especially there. So You know, I mean, I worked the entire time. I had a lot of fun. I experienced Austin. I saw everything about what it was about. I spent plenty of time, been all over the city. I know a lot there. You know, I mean, they talk about that Lady Bird Lake thing, but I was in a back alleyway where with all the food trucks by myself every night till 4 or 5 in the morning, and
I
nobody
swear
said
I didn't
anything to
kill
me.
anybody at Lady Bird
So, I
Lake.
mean, you know what I mean? Like, clearly that speaks volumes because that stuff going on there is real. There has to be a demonic element to it, and it might be a conspiracy of people working together. And my point is, I was.
Or Joey actually killed fucking 900 women and tossed the bodies into Lady Bird Lake in fucking goddamn Austin.
Always by myself in the dark, and nobody ever said anything to me, which means what? Self explanatory, right? Come on, man. I run the streets, bro. I'm a gangster for real, bro. You know, I'm different. Folks don't approach me. They don't. That's why it trips me out whenever it happens, like tonight. It's weird. It's trippy. I'm not used to it. You understand? Because most people, you know, are thinking coherently and clearly, and they just don't approach me. I'm not an approachable kind of guy, especially if I'm working as Batman. I'm not approachable, bro, at all. I'm not trying to talk. I'm busy working. You know what I mean? I'm not playing. I'm out here for real. So that's my thing. I don't need to let anyone know that. I don't, you can say whatever to me. I don't need to respond. I'm going to start just staying quiet and not responding. And folks are going to be like, why is Batman just not talking to me? Because I don't need to. I don't want to. It's irrelevant. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, I mean, you're talking to a guy, bro. Like, I mean, that's my point. Like, my point is, I would sit at a bus stop all night. Do you know how many adventures I had in these different cities between Austin, Dallas, San Antonio, like out all night in the streets, slept
OC,
under
what
a
up?
bridge in Dallas for a little bit, not long, just a little bit.
Bus stop
But I was working a
adventures.
job on like a huge ranch property at that time, making money. Um, you know, I mean, I started paying off taxes around that time. Remember, I went back to Austin. I learned 52 blocks and the shelter and the bridge in
Oh,
Dallas from
Jesus.
Big Trouble, right? Who was probably a trouble crip from Chicago, right? Because that's what they call him. So he was probably a crip, and we were friends and we were cool. And then our falling out happened when I had to leave, and it happened because I got tired of him talking the way he was talking. Like I would show him my video of what went online and what was amazing footage, and he would sit there and just say some crazy stuff that wasn't positive at all. And I'm like, where the hell does that come from? Like, you just sat here and taught me, and I'm doing everything right in what you're telling me, but I'm doing it my own way, and I'm winning. And I mean, this camera footage shows that I'm winning dramatically. And for him to be like that and say that, I don't play around like that. Like, I don't care if he's 3 times my size. Big Trouble was a big dude. He was probably about twice my size. I don't care. That's what y'all don't get. I'm not a big guy. I don't care. Do you understand? I'm really a tough individual. That's what y'all don't want to face. Come on, man. I went into the bridge in Dallas, bro. That's like a place that's tougher and worse than prisons. I've been in the roughest. Do you know how rough the bridge was, bro? Do you have any clue? You don't know because you don't know me. You don't know what I had to do to get out of there. You don't know the things I went through. I went through some serious things, brother. Okay, I went through things that I would never talk about or tell anyone. Some things you got to keep between you and God. Seriously. I've been through real things, brother. I'm a human being. Okay? You seem to not understand that, you know, when I got to survive, I got to survive. I got to do what I got to do. Okay? And that's the thing. That's the difference is,
Yeah.
you know, I have the greatest testimony of all time because what I
Would it be, Nega probably won't talk to me again, but if Kurt Russell played,
went through, everything was real. I've been through real survival. I've been through real situations all the time. I'm not you all. I didn't have the luxury you have. I wasn't spoiled. I wasn't entitled. I didn't get anything handed to me. I had to come up hard. And you don't know what that's like. And that's why I trip. That's why I'm the way I am. That's why I'm very big about my respect because you don't know what I've been through to get here. You understand?
Kurt
You
Russell
don't
in
have a clue.
blackface.
And you couldn't imagine, and not for a millisecond, don't think any of you could ever walk in my shoes because you couldn't. Yeah, see, you don't get what we come from. You don't get how difficult it is in the streets in reality and what's really going on out here. And it's real, man. And it's sad, too. It really is. It's sad, bro. I never claimed to be anything but what I am. You know what I mean? But I'm a street dude for sure. That I assure you. And I'm the main one. I'm the general. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. Like, take a dude like Rob Rack, bro. Come on, man.
Thank you,
That dude
sir.
is not
That's
from the
legit.
street.
Appreciate
He
it.
doesn't even know what he's talking about. He's online self-snitching and making up stories and taking credit for things he probably hasn't even done, which is the worst thing you can do. And if he was smart, like I said, and told and explained to him, okay, Groovy Jimmy came out recently. He stopped streaming. He came out his own mouth and said that he's on an FBI watch list for one of the highest forms of crime there is.
This is stream 499. There was a couple I didn't count, but for like the official count number, the next one I assume will be tomorrow or something. Will be number 500 in 8 months. Jesus fucking Christ, what's wrong with me?
FBI is clearly paying attention. Now the red triangles are catching wind and realizing that the FBI is watching, but they're trying to project it. Okay? Meaning they're trying to project it. You know what I'm saying? The point is, no, they're watching all of you. The FBI, if they're really involved at this point, which it seems like they are, there's no way you're going to convince me that it's not because of the evidence I brought forth, because it is. You understand? It makes perfect sense. I just did all this. I brought the evidence forth publicly. I've been talking a lot, and I'm really good at what I do, and I expose everything, and all the truth has come out because of me. So no, this happened because of me. I take full credit. I'm part of something huge. God even told me. I just got a download like a minute ago about that. So, you know, you have to understand what I've accomplished here is of major epic proportions, and it's going to help my career with what I'm doing here. This is a career, brother. It's just a career you never heard of because there's no other Batman. You understand? That is my career, you know? So, I mean, you know, like I said, I'm Batman. He's Rob Rack. I mean, I'm glad that I'm not in his position. You know, he has a lot more of a support system. He's got much better folks, and you know, he's got people that help him. His family helps him. Mine never did anything for me, but hold me back. These folks have everything that I don't have, but yet I have way more than you, and I'm better off than you because I did it all myself, and I'm very proud of that. So, I mean, I'm just saying, you're trying to compare apples to oranges, bro. You're trying to compare a guy who's never seen more than probably $300, if even, okay, to a guy that, like I said, I used to make and spend over 10 racks a month.
Here's
like
the 500.
I mean, I've had apartments paid for cash, did everything myself. I mean, like, I don't understand what you're saying. I mean, you've seen me make, you know, thousands upon thousands of dollars nonstop. You see me with over 7,500, over $7,000, over 10 grand. You see me with I spent 35 racks on a birthday. On my birthday, bro. It ain't nothing. Like you see me like really be the boss and the Don Dada. I never did that to impress anyone, and I was never living above my means. I was doing what I had to do based upon other people's situations and the games they were playing. You understand? And the fact that people thought they were holding me back, but in the process, I was actually learning so much life experience and knowledge that I needed for the future, for now, to teach me how to be and become everything I'm intended to be. But you're talking to someone who's had bank accounts with over $300,000, sold 50-acre properties for over $100,000. It should have been 150 if they gave me that easement, and that allegedly was because of Carly Fiorina, right? And the same jellyfish stuff. So, I mean, it is what it is. Y'all have all these networks and all y'all know each other, and that's fine. I mean, it took everyone to come against me, and I still won by myself. I mean, what's up? You know, folks don't have a choice but to respect me now because, well,
the 421 RTS was on, I just looked it up for you. It was actually December 12th.
I've accomplished everything, you know, and that's the thing. Like a guy like me who's a real gangster, a guy like me, remember the Joker? A guy like me, and then, you know, but yeah, I mean, people can believe what they want, say what they
What
want. I
up?
mean, we're not living the same. We're not the same. I mean, like I said, I was a baseball prodigy at like 12. I was a tennis prodigy at 12. I've been a prodigy in pretty much everything I've wanted to do. They wanted to recruit me when I was 12 to play college baseball whenever I became of age. I mean, tennis, I won the second ZAT tournament, became a champ, won the whole champ tournament in Corpus Christi, became a super champ. Nobody's like ever done that in the history of time. Okay, you're talking about a guy here who I was a multi-millionaire at
Not only
16,
have
and
I
then I
been
became
retarded,
millionaire
I'm
at
super
16, and then
retarded.
multi-millionaire
Age
when I
of
dropped
12.
out of college. I mean, for real though, not no fake stuff. So I mean, I've seen money. I made and spent millions of dollars every year consecutively, independent capital. I did everything the right way and clean and smart. Okay, and you're trying to compare apples to oranges. You're trying to compare a guy that has spent most of his time in prison, has clearly never seen any bread or money ever, and he's provided for, and he has a support system and a family that backs him when he's making every mistake, and they clearly don't care about him or love him truly, because if they did, they would make sure that they steer him in the right direction, which is what my father did for me because he really loved me. So, no, I mean, I don't feel anyway. It's nothing but love. I mean, regardless for him and whoever, anybody. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I got love for everybody. I mean, even in the streets, that's what you don't get. The tough gangsters, we don't walk around always mad or always this or that or trying to act tough. Like, I got love for all my people in the street, all my people, period. It's all about love and respect. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. We big about our respect. See, people are too brainwashed and programmed by this society and the fear-based indoctrination and programming that's going on, which is from Illuminati
All right, I got a rocket piss. I'll be right back.
and Freemasonry, who I've stood up against my entire life and defeated and ran circles around financially and in the streets. So what do you mean? You understand? You don't have to act this way. None of you. You act this way because you're scared and you're operating from a place of fear. And, quite frankly, you're being manipulated. That's just a fact. And he's a perfect example because he acts the way he acts. Because why? Because he's not thinking for himself. He's scared. He's operating from a place of fear, and he's being manipulated. So, I mean, again, what do you mean? I mean, come on, bro. He has people that go on his panels and say that they got this and that, and they just make up stuff, and people are telling them what to say to just make up what I've actually had, and you keep acting like that means anything to me. I mean, none of it means anything to me. It's just I hear it and I'm like, man, that's crazy that y'all just make up stuff, that doesn't exist. There's not a single person over there who has anything or owns anything or has any real money. None of them are successful, but that's what they do. They get on YouTube and they talk, and like I said, they do what he's doing and try to ignore reality, and then they try to play catch up and try to copy and imitate what I've actually done with words. I mean, there's a big difference between having a bank account and actually spending over $300,000 like nothing, which I have done, and like liquidating $15,000 bonds and buying cars, like going to the grocery store, like I've actually done, from somebody who just says, well, I had 15,000 or I had $3 million, but they didn't actually ever have that.
Sorry, I was muted. Negasonic, could you imagine that comment? Do you think Joey uses the pattern lock or a finger lock in his phone? If he could use like a verbal password code, how long do you think that would there be a time limit? He could never unlock his phone because he'd just be talking. That was a terrible joke.
So that's what everyone. It's not just Rob Rack. It's not just the other one over there, or
That joke was
that lady
terrible.
over there, the so-called woman. It's not just them. It's everyone. Everyone is on this now. This is the future, sadly, and this I hope it's not going to get worse, but
Lobster.
it's the state of affairs right now. People are online everywhere lying, and you can't even have a conversation. Everybody is too defensive, too soft, too hypersensitive, and they're overcompensating. Okay. And this is why I told all of you day one, talk directly to me. Let's have a conversation, because I do real radio. I'm a grown man. So we can debate all day. I'm who invented debating and had to teach the whole world what debating was. And that got proven with Tommy Sotomayor because he never knew what debating was. Like I said, he bit the truth and logic concept from me. His tour was a flop that he titled that after my catchphrase, which is also illegal on his part, right? Come on, bro. That's like, you know, I mean, you got to come up with your own ideas, bro. And then Tariq Nasheed did the same thing, like I said, and the stuff I talked about, and I can chronologically prove it because YouTube has the videos. He took it and put it into Hidden Colors.
All right.
And it was the only truth in the entire whatever documentary, whatever you want to call it. So, I mean, it's clear he doesn't care about his folks. None of them do. And Tommy Sotomayor is a cult leader. And Nature Boy is a cult leader, and he went to prison. That's what, you know, cult leaders end up going to prison. You know, and like I said, I'm the one who I
oldest
already
ride
explained to
and
you.
the
I'm the one who
longest
took
line.
the channel off of YouTube with Tommy
Nature
Sotomayor,
Boy.
me. Yep, me. And, you know, karma is real. And, you know, then he got himself banned from the network completely. Everything that you've been trying to do, everything that you wanted from me.
Yeah, well, it's questionable right there, Chris. Legit. Why is he in a bathroom? It's like an echo chamber. There's a couple scenarios. He could be in the park underneath the awning by the Coke machine, where there is an outlet to plug in his phone. He could be where, more than likely lately, he's been in the golf course by mom's house on private property and been getting G checked by volunteer security patrol and shit like that. Or he could just be in the backyard where he takes his hose shower at mom's house.
Right, came back to you in tenfold. That's called karma from God.
Tinfoil.
Right? These are all things that they wanted for me and tried to actually do. You don't remember? Because I do. See, I don't miss a beat. I don't forget nothing. Even the readings, the Joker videos keep coming out, and they're like, man, this makes me sick. Like, I can't believe they did all this to you. Like, yeah, I've been through hell, bro. These people, and they still try. Like, these people don't want to see me doing nothing, not winning, not making no money, nothing. I've had the whole world against me, it feels like, and I stood up by myself with God and still won. Good. That's why I'm real.
It's Rancho Viejo Country Club. It's in his mom's neighborhood down there past Balboa Road. I can get the address. If you want to become a member, you never know if you're going to want to call and say, hey, there's this crazy motherfucker. He's not supposed to be there.
Parent now, because I'll film everywhere I go intentionally now to make my point, because this is a free country. Nobody can tell me anything. I can film what I want anywhere. Yes, any public place I can go in and film. That's a law in this country, brother. Learn the law. Okay? It's not about your feelings or how you feel. It's not about what you're on. What you're on doesn't make any sense. This is America. And I have civil rights and civil liberties, and I will exercise them every day without any stress or problem or nothing. It's all natural. I'm going to do what I want. I don't shrink for nobody. However you feel about me, it's odd. It doesn't make sense because I'm a good person and I helped you people and I took care of some of you people and you owe me money. Okay? You have to understand what you say to me is irrelevant for real. Understand that.
Here's the phone number.
You owe me money. Okay, you don't just get an opinion. That's not how it works.
Here's the address.
So yeah, like
if
I said,
you want to become a member of the golf course, you know,
online that think they're cute. You're not. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. Yeah, and that's all it is. It's just people that can't handle my success, that can't deal with basic reality. They're all narcissists, and it ain't nothing but delusion. Again, you're trying to compare apples to oranges, man. I used to sell CDs on the MARTA. I've been all through Atlanta, okay? I got arrested in Bankhead, in the most notorious drug street in all of Atlanta, okay? I've been through real things, okay? I was locked up with dope boys in ATL and watched one of them duck into an abandoned building in front of me. I'm really the streets, little homie. This is not fake. So, you know, that's my point. I mean, you trying to compare apples to oranges. I mean, Cali ain't nothing like Atlanta, by the way, in case you didn't know. They could talk about Compton all they want and this and that. Cali ain't nothing, bro. You know what I mean? You get the typical whatever in Oakland. That's because they can't think. See, when you get knowledge and education and educated, you're not going to sit there bickering and arguing with each other. And that's all it is. And people in Oakland is broke, and it's the same thing, the desperation, just like anywhere. So you get, you know, the typical argument and whatever. That's in any hood, homie. That's in any ghetto. It don't make no one special. It happens in the suburbs. It happens all over the place. Sometimes the suburbs is worse than the hoods and the ghettos. It's just people. It's human behavior. Okay, none of us are exempt. I'm not saying I'm exempt, but I'm a very tough guy, and I've been through hell, and I know how the streets work and how behavior works, and I've done.
All right, I got to pump the brakes here for a second. And I just want to say something. As many times as we come in and out of live channels like I am live right now, or that guy's live, or Shamrock's live, or Joey's live, or any one of us, or Sticky's live, any one of us that restream this shit, as many times as we do this during the day, every time somebody comes in and out of the chat, it's like, hey, how you doing? Like, haven't seen you. It's like a dog. You know, you leave a dog, you go across the street to go buy a pack of cigarettes. I don't smoke. Buy a pack of cigarettes, a gallon of water, go buy some beer. You come home, you open the door, and the dog's like, holy fuck, I haven't seen you in 15 years. Dude, it's been a minute and a half. But it cracks me up every single time. Hey, how you doing, Blue? Hey, how you doing, Frost? Hey, how you doing, Chris? Legit. Fucking, hey, chilling. Hey, how you doing? Like, just talked to you 5 minutes ago. I ain't fucking saying nothing wrong with it. It just, I had to fucking mention something because it cracks me up. I appreciate it, though. It's awesome.
Done this for a long time. I'm a much more well-rounded individual than anyone you're going to meet, and for sure, a guy like Rob Rapp. So, I mean, he's not even close to me in any category. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm a genius. He's just a regular dude that has trouble even thinking. Are you serious? So, you know, at some point, you got to start making sense. You know what I'm saying? You can't compare apples to oranges, brother. It's two totally different things. You understand? I do this for a career because it's what I'm meant to do. I'm going to be going all over the country and the world helping people, saving lives. I save lives every day in some way, shape, or form, and I really save lives. I've done a whole lot. Okay, there's folks on YouTube on this network, like I said, I've saved their life. Where's my thank you? You should still be donating and supporting and sending money. That's what they say. They say, oh, well, this is the last time I'm going to send you money. So what? Who cares? And what do I tell y'all every time? There'll be someone else who will. And every time God shows me, yep, I'm going to keep sending you money and have somebody else.
It's like the porn industry. There's always another girl. If you think you're important, there's always another girl that's going to turn 18 tomorrow. That's not me saying it. That's another pornographer, but it's so true.
I'll support you if that person doesn't. I'm not in a competition, brother. It's like an election. I speak. I'm the one who's creating all this. I'm the architect of reality, brother. I'm manifesting every day. I'm manifesting probably billions, trillions, millions of dollars. So what do you mean? I'm going to manifest the love of my life too. What do you mean? I don't got to talk to no one. I don't got to sit here and listen to nobody. I do what I want to do, bro. I decide if you're a part of my roster and my team. It's that simple. That's my decision. Like I said, folks got to talk to me in person with respect and come correct. And things have to operate on my terms.
Stream today for us.
What? Yeah. And now that's made perfectly clear, isn't it? Exactly. I'm the boss here, bro. I decide everything. So, I mean, whatever you talking about, that's cute. But I'm the one who makes every decision.
Everybody now. Rob Rack. Oh, Rob Rack.
Because I don't need nobody or nothing. You understand? And I've proven that. That's the biggest difference. So, I mean, we have nothing in common, really. You know what I mean? Like me, I try to stay out of trouble. I've never been to prison, never planned to go. I refuse to go. I've been in jail a couple of times. I've been in cop cars a million. I've been in all sorts of trouble coming up. I was a real troublesome dude. I got a real rough background. That's why I'm saying when folks talk to me, I'm surprised because I'm like, you have no idea who you're approaching and talking to right now. Like you really don't at all. And it's because folks don't know me. And that's the problem, is because I'm good looking and whatever I blend in, people don't think before they speak or think before they act. You have no idea who I am. You don't know what I've done. You don't know where I've been. You don't know where I've been, Lou. You don't know where I've been. That's me, homie, Tyler Durden. For real. You funny. That's what people be doing. I'm telling you, people be thinking they crazy. You don't know the meaning, brother. I know me. They don't know anything about me. I know me. You understand? No, I'm real patient. Just because somebody says something or does something doesn't mean I react or respond. That's not weakness, brother. That's pure strength. You know what my number one priority is at this point in my life? My freedom. Freedom means more than anything. Freedom, I mean, God comes first, but my point is when it comes to the streets and reality, oh, freedom. So imagine a goon and a gangster and the actual mob and an enforcer who does this for a living, right? And the real Batman, and his number one priority in everything I do now, in my life, everything, is that my freedom comes first. Freedom is all that matters. You see people, corrupt officials, all these people who've made horrible decisions, like Rob Rack has, correct?
Right.
All of them, right? They keep losing their freedom. They're all going to prison and jail, right? They've all made horrible decisions. They're evil and wicked people. God is serving justice every single day on a silver platter.
Fuck yeah, Grandma.
Okay? All this has to do with me and what was done to me and what I went through and your actions towards me. What part don't you get? Okay, anything the FBI investigating, you don't get to sit there, FBI, and pretend you're above reproach or you're better than anyone, or your job is not to sit here and keep acting like y'all are like all these agencies and departments and people keep acting like there's some kind of individual entity that makes their own rules and pretends they're bougie and above everyone and they can do no wrong. Yeah, and look what that's gotten you. That got you real far. Now we've got corrupt officials going to prison every day for all sorts of heinous crimes. They're all being caught and exposed publicly. And my job is to expose everything you do that's wicked, evil, and illegal. So keep up with that attitude. It doesn't matter who it is, brother. It doesn't matter what agents and anything. We operate above the feds. Do you understand me? There is nothing realer. You've never seen power like this. That's the point. You don't listen to the songs. Y'all want to talk so much you can't hear. Try listening, brother. My goodness, like you ain't heard the songs I made where like my lyrics just said that? It wasn't even that long ago. One of them said something just like that. Said, you never seen like this right here. Homie, I'm the meaning of what you fear. Reincarnated all you. Come on, bro. What? Something, something, something. I can't be faded. Said, what? I'm talking all the facts of what I lived in front of you. Everything that I went through because of all y'all. What do you mean? I turned into music. What? Real music. Yeah, bro. I'm unfadable for real, homie. Trust me. People have tried everything they possibly can. I'm really unfadable. And I'm the untouchable one. Me, not anyone else.
Something, something, something.
Howdy, stop copying me. That's what you need to do. So no, the responses make sense. That's what people do every day. They tell me what it is without telling me. You don't have to say that you're jealous.
What was it Negasonic said last night? I need to make an AI song about making AI songs, listening to AI songs while waiting for Joey to go live to play an AI song. It's kind of like the fucking Alice in Chains acoustic guitarist and fucking MTV when he wrote on the guitar, "Friends don't let friends get friends haircuts." Kind of the same thing.
Have to spell it out and say you're envious. I can see it and hear it in what you're saying in your demeanor and how you're acting. So, like I said, that's what people don't get. As gangster as I am, as whatever you want to call it, as tough as I am, I've matured. I'm getting older now. I'm aging backwards, but I'm getting older. I'm 36. I'm gonna be 40 in 4 years. My number one priority in life is, well, number one is God. But after that, as far as the streets and reality and self-preservation, is my freedom. You'll never see me commit a crime, ever. You'll never see me make a mistake, ever. I refuse to. That's why I'm real patient. That's why I just pay attention and observe. I wait, and I'm very patient. And I have patience that you couldn't fathom because it's from God, taught to me based off faith. Again, you all have stumbled across something here way darker than what you could ever
Stumbled. His
imagine.
mouth
There
is slathered with fucking tooth pus.
isn't an entity on this planet that's stronger than me right now, and it's on camera. Do you understand that? You're talking to an actual
Yeah, Blues,
superhero
patience, waiting for his time and
that's
moment.
done the whole real thing. I've done a lot of superhero stuff. I'm talking millions of things. I've performed miracles out here. Okay, little homie? Okay, for real. What I'm doing on them bars is a miracle. Oh, the fact I'm even getting up and walking is a miracle. What do you mean? I'm a walking miracle. Okay? So, that's the thing. You can talk, you could say, you could feel whatever, you could feel how you want. I got a lot of people that jelly. That's fine. I didn't ask you to feel that way. Y'all act like you got one setting for emotions. That's your thing.
I mean, is he wrong when he calls himself a miracle? When you got this type of person that this type of fucked up, is that a miracle from God? Or, I mean, a miracle doesn't necessarily have to be a good thing, right?
Get the hell away from that. I don't be looking at y'all channels no more. It's a waste of my time. I already know you're going to do the same thing. You keep using your channel to communicate indirectly. That's illegal as hell too. So the FBI, right? I mean, if they're investigating anything, they have to do their job. They have to acknowledge, oh, this is about him. They're all doing these things because they're jelly of him. These people are all doing what they're doing because they're jelly of me. There's people committing crimes. I'm talking 8,000 crimes a day, every day, because they're jelly of me and they think they're showing me something, or they think that somehow they're going to be able to stop me, and they can't stop nothing. That's the facts. So again, no, the FBI is not going to be able to tell me anything or convince me.
All right, let's look up the definition of miracle. All right. It's a noun, a surprising and welcome event that is not explicable by natural or scientific laws and is therefore considered to be a work of a divine agency. Ah, fuck. I don't know.
The thing, I mean, if you're doing your
It's
job,
Joey
this is crystal
fucking
clear
Sneed
what's
a
going
miracle.
on, brother. I've got overwhelming evidence. Okay, the evidence is so existential, it's unreal. And the FBI and nobody gets to just decide who gets to talk or when I get to speak or what part of what case or situation they address. It doesn't work that way. You don't get to make your own rules. You're going to have to do your job now, right? And the FBI's job, what I believe, and what I think is a fact is they're supposed to come and investigate and then make the arrest. It's that simple. While we have fake FBI agents that's sitting next to me and telling me, oh, I'm in the FBI. And then we get deeper in the conversation. I say, you going to make the arrest? Oh, no, I'm not in the FBI. You just said you were in the FBI, brother.
Maybe it could be a miracle, could be used as an adjective to describe him. Like, it's a miracle this guy is as fucking retarded as he is. Would that be an adjective? Or
so why did you sit down to tell me this nonsense if you're not in the FBI? Like, you said this. This is what people do. Like, of their own accord, these people will walk into federal indictments, tamper with a federal lawsuit, which is what I'm building, and have no idea what they're doing. None of them can think. It's hilarious, bro. Like, people don't understand. Like, you could just talk as a civilian and talk normally to me and show some love, which is what a lot of people do. The other people, I don't know what they think they're doing, because even speaking to me, you're attaching your name already to a federal lawsuit. If you do or say anything wrong or that I slightly don't like, okay, or that seems off or weird, you technically are volunteering and involving yourself in a huge federal massive lawsuit. Do you understand that? Okay, and it could be considered tampering too with a federal lawsuit, because that's what I'm here building. I'm at work, brother.
Putting in overtime.
That's what the folks don't get. Oh, we don't have to respect it. You want to bet you have to? That's what they keep acting like. A lot of them, like they don't get it. Like, they confuse. Like, they need someone else to tell them. Like, that's the thing. Like, oh, well, We need someone in a position of authority. I'm sorry, what authority do you have when I'm Batman? You think I don't have supreme divine authority and way more authority than any of you folks that work these little candy jobs and these fake departments, fake agencies, and all your little fake groups?
Supreme white lavender dream.
It's called fake. That's what it all is. It's fake. Fake jobs. You make fake money, and everything you do is fake. That's the facts. Real talk. And I'm real. So that would give me a lot more authority than you, right, homie? Because y'all ain't about nothing. Y'all don't get nothing done. You don't do nothing. You eat donuts and you sit there doing nothing. That's what you do. Yeah, let's talk the facts, little homie. Yeah, and that's why the folks respect me. People respect me. Everybody respect me. It don't matter who you are. Because I told you, people either fear or respect me. You understand? So that's the thing. I'm good to go. I'm Gucci. I've been good to go this whole time. I'm Gucci. Like I said, all I care about is my freedom and my future. I don't care about nothing else. So I don't concern myself with anything else. I don't put myself in bad positions no more. I try my best not to. You know, sometimes people just whatever they it's on them if they can't drive or they can't think or whatever. They make bad decisions and I'm just around. But other than that, I try to make the best decisions every day that I can for me.
Did he just admit that he walked into a car on purpose? Kind of sounds like it, because he was talking about that yesterday about people like going for seeking out lawsuits. You know, like, I'm going to fall in front of a car or shit like that. He mentioned that shit yesterday. And that ties into a couple of weeks ago and the shit that he went through that he doesn't talk about anymore, that he had to teach himself how to walk again while he was bitching about people not paying attention, always having their head in their phones while he was looking at his phone, walked into the back of a fucking car. And he just told on himself just now for that.
Have my beautiful future. Okay. I want to build with God. I want to, meet a woman and fall in love. I want to do these things. And, I know that I'm going to have people I got to take care of. And that's what I've been training my whole life for. I trained my whole life, bro, for whoever was the woman of my dreams that I fall in love with. You understand? It's very important to me. It's a big deal. And I don't appreciate anybody trying to play with that.
It's just it. It's the same rhetoric every fucking day, but these small sentences, if you can fucking remember them, I don't remember shit, but you put them together and he fucking always fucking pieces it together.
Concept, nor do I understand or get what that is. Like, all you're showing is that you wish that you could find love, but you can't feel it because you a narcissist.
Yep, lobster. Yep.
That's funny.
15 name.
It's just like the concept, man. People won't care about something until they see it means something to you. Don't ever forget that. Oh yeah, my career is going great. I get tons of views. I average thousands of views. I'm a celebrity. I'm famous, and I'm Batman for a living, and it's my full-fledged career. And like I said, I literally put illegal.
So this is fucking awesome. So this is his job right now. He's actually fucking scoping out how to fucking find a lawsuit, fucking try and get himself injured. But he's even too much of a fucking pussy to make it, detrimental to himself enough to where, fuck. Because he went to the hospital for that shit the other day. And he wore his hospital band for 2 days and flexed that shit when he walked into the back of a car. I hate being sane. I know that I hate saying when I'm right, but God damn it, I'm right this time. I fucking love it. Fuck you, Joey.
Organizations out of business. I used to put illegal organizations out of business hands on. I came up in the street, hard body. I'm a thug and a gangster, and you have no idea who I am or what I've done. And the thing that you don't seem to get is that I really run the streets. So my name really ring bells for real. And I'm talking about ring serious bells where people hear my name and shudder. That's what you don't get. I'm not you. I didn't sit on the internet talking. Okay, I put work in the street, and I put more work in the street than any street dude that has ever existed. I am a living legend, brother. So you can't talk that gangster stuff with me because I'm the one who invented it. Okay, I've got more stripes than a zebra. Okay, you know what a stripe is? You know how you earn a stripe? By putting work in, not by talking. You see the difference? So that's my thing. Like, I mean, all the fake talking, everybody does that now online. They could be 3 feet tall. You know, it could be anyone and anything. They're going to talk tough online. That means nothing, bro. That's just called immaturity and taking advantage. Do you understand? That's the problem with people. They don't understand you shouldn't do something just because you can do it. That's what y'all generation and folks don't get. Just like Mike Tyson said, like, you can't get online and keep talking tough to everybody. You don't know who's who. You don't know how people will react or respond. And you can't play games with people on what they got going on and everything, concerning them, and then dictate how they react or respond, like May said. So no, I was never weak. I've been strong. I stood up every time, showed up every single time. Like I said, I'm the one who has done all the tough stuff, and I've gotten super smart and learned this game and learned how to play it, and I'm better at the game than them. I defeated them at their own game. And again, you don't seem to get, when I come around, you should be very nervous and stressed and worried, like you probably are, and you should think and understand, well, what do you think I'm here doing? If I come around even your show, I have no agenda. I'm genuine. I'm being genuine. I'm showing love, but you just have to get what comes with me, what comes with what I'm doing and with it, like it comes with the territory. Like, yeah, I'm here, actually putting illegal organizations out of business. I really did stand up to all these gangs and win in the street. I really did defeat the cartel in the street several times. I really do shut down the cartel's illegal operations in my sleep. It's not even difficult for me. So what do you mean? You understand? People can talk, and that's cute, but I mean, talk doesn't equate to results, brother. The real ones talk like me. And I mean, who is really the real ones? There's a couple, there's some. I mean, they exist, but there's never really been anyone like me. It's the honest truth. There hasn't. Especially one man and one person. Come on, bro. I'm one man. I stood up to everyone and I won by myself. I stood up to everyone and I won by myself, brother. You got to acknowledge that, man. I'm the real deal. Okay. Yeah. I'm living the real thing. So, I mean, that's the thing. Like I said, nobody can tell me anything. Military didn't defeat or stop the cartel or anything they do. They all want to take credit for what I've done when I was targeted by the military industrial complex. What I'm saying is the truth that the public and the people need to hear. That's the thing. What?
All right, DZ, we're going to address this situation real quick because those shorts he uploads of food, that soup kitchen cuisine dog. All right, I'm going to drop the screen and I'm going to pull up another screen real quick. Batman's breakfast taco creation. This was from yesterday, the day before. I've had many breakfast burritos, breakfast tacos, whatever it may be. I've never had one with clear fucking water. I don't even know what to call this. He posts the most disgusting food I've ever seen in my life that he eats and promotes it. But this is probably one of his best. Is that raw shrimp? What is it? Fuck that. Let's go back to the response. Let's see. The response makes sense. Let's go.
Like, nothing I say is in question. Everything y'all do and say is in question. I mean, come on, you couldn't even win in anything. You never won. All you
Clear
did was
water
lose.
in
All
a
you've
taco.
done is show you're corrupt. Everybody that I've ever heard that even goes over there, I hear the same story.
Why is it so wet? It's like clear water. It's like pond water. Maybe it's clear, but you got to fucking look at the parasites that are in it.
When it comes to military stuff, I hear the same story that they go through hell because of them. That there's no loyalty, no respect. That's the same thing in gangs.
No, I'm trying to get you to puke for us.
So that's the thing. Like, just because I do what I do for a living, most people end up respecting me no matter what. Because I mean, you really don't have a choice. I'm more powerful than any company. I'm more powerful than any establishment. I'm more powerful than the whole system. Okay, that's what Rob Rack was in his feelings about. I remember everything. I remember him word for word saying, "No man is bigger than the system." Why would he say that? Because
Yeah,
he
DZ.
says, well, he just wants to disagree
That's a
because he's
classic.
with them same weird red triangles and trolls
Hail
with
Sartan.
anything I say. Again, that's cute. You can disagree with my rhetoric. I mean, you have every right. You can play these games and be cute, and that's fine. It's cute, but that's all it is cute. I mean, your opinion wasn't asked for. It's null and void, and it means nothing. It's completely irrelevant.
Yeah, DZ, on that video where he's eating the pancake from the middle out, fucking, he's got his arm wrapped around the front of the plate of the pancake, like he's in a prison or jail, doing jail time, like protecting your food. Yeah, and then he's holding the fork like a fucking homeless motherfucker. Yep,
Because this
that's a
man here,
classic.
Batman, really is bigger than the entire system. I mean, what do you mean? I'm dismantling corporate America right in front of you. I'm who put Empower Network out of business. That scooter store went out of business and have to pack their bags and go do business elsewhere. That's a fact. And there's a million other illegal establishments that I've already put out of business. So what do you mean? I don't got to tell you anything.
We're gonna go
Who
buck and a
is you?
quarter here for a little
Any
bit.
of you? You understand? That's what I'm saying. Like, you're talking about a civilian that's accomplished more than any department, any agency, anyone, CIA, Feds, FBI combined all together. I've accomplished more in 3 years than you all have accomplished in the past 500,000 million infinity years. And that's a fact, brother.
Fuck yeah, Grandma.
And I work hard and I make more progress every day. You understand? It's 100% a competition that you lost day one. I'm smarter than you and I'm just better. And that's just the truth. You know what I mean? And I work harder and I'm in better shape and I'm a lot stronger than all y'all, your best representatives you could put forward. Come on, man. I just saw that thing with David Goggins. I don't know if it's David Goggins and his son or whoever, and they're making up stories saying, oh, he got the world record. He did this many. Well, who the hell going to sit around and do pull-ups all day? How is that even a record? See, that's what y'all do. Y'all want to cheat. Y'all can't do things straight up, bro. How many pull-ups you do in a day? I mean, I could literally set that record, bro. Yeah, I could outdo David Goggins, and if that's his son I heard or whoever it is, I could outdo him. Yes, I could.
You
easily.
hold the record.
Are you serious?
Really?
It probably wouldn't even take me 24 hours to do that many pull-ups. Legit. And I'm talking full extension, just straight up pull-ups with the same grip that he used. That ain't even a problem. The point is, I mean, did you see what happened and what he was going through after he did that? That's what I'm saying. Y'all want to do silly stuff that's not proving any point and not good for you. It's the same thing when I told you don't always do full extension all the time. It's not good. It's not good. So what
Frost
do you mean?
currently holds the world record for charcuterie boards eaten in consecutive days.
I make smarter decisions. Let them play with that nonsense. Brother, I got almost 400 world records already. They're all legit, and you can go look at them. There's nobody in the world who can do what I do. Nobody. I promise you. Okay. And if there is somebody, I'll outdo them and I'll get even stronger and I'll do even more, whatever I got to do to take it further and be the best. I'm the #1 top calisthenics competitor in the world. I am the #1 top calisthenics champion in the world. I don't ever have to go to a competition. I don't ever have to hear your nonsense. None of it. Just like I'm the best rapper and singer ever existed. I don't ever have to go perform. I don't ever have to do a rap, you know what, or any of that stuff. I don't got to do nothing to prove something that's proven on camera.
On camera. I'll tell you this, Frost. I was at the market across the street today with the dog, and I was grabbing a couple beverages for the weekend. And I'm out of crackers, and I have cheese, and I have fucking meat and turkey. And I was like looking, and I'm like, Sheriff, just don't do it. Take a day off, because that's my thing. I eat cheese and crackers and like turkey and shit like 3:00 in the morning. Sometimes I'll scoop it with ice cream too.
I'm not hiding and running from nothing. You folks are. I called out Floyd Mayweather for decades, Conor McGregor. Y'all won't even respond. You want to act and play these games like you're bougie when I'm way above you and I'm richer and wealthier than you'll ever be. I've seen him make way more money than any of you will ever see. You're Masons and you're broken poor. You don't even have a red penny cent. Okay? That's the reality, and that is reality. What do you mean? Masons occupy. They don't own anything. Freemasons are not allowed ownership. Quit talking to me. Oh, man, my sternum.
Oh, my sternum! Fuck! I'm addicted to those fucking right now. You go through cycles of chips and crackers. We all eat those fucking pita, those triangular pita chips. Those are so good.
Oh, I felt that one. Oh, it's all your fault, Conor McGregor.
Pistachios are crack.
And that's part of it. It comes with the territory. My ribs will literally move around, right? Because I'm not sitting right, and some of it's posture and stuff, but some of it's natural too. I have to go through it because it's, like I said, you got to understand what I went through, man. That you don't get what I went through. So, I mean, and I've spoken on it a million times, I've been through hell physically, so yeah, I mean, I overcome a lot every day, and that's what I'm saying. I mean, that stuff wouldn't be happening if I wasn't really pushing myself. It's happening because this is real. I got almost 400 world records. Okay. I mean, there's no comparison. I mean, I'm way stronger and way in better shape than David Goggins. Miss me with that fake nonsense. Y'all do a lot of talking and make up stories and lies and talk. If he runs so much, where's it at?
And there is no measurement for one serving of pistachios. There's none. You get the bag, you eat it.
Talk about running. He want to do fake interviews. He don't run. He don't exercise no more. He sits there and does nothing and makes video. Y'all want to fake it till you make it. How's he going to motivate someone if he ain't still doing it? You know what I mean? He's posing is what he's doing, brother. And what you do is you're all gimmick, and it's masonry and it's a gimmick. And then you take that masonry gimmick and they go speak at places like college campuses, universities, bars. I work in some of these bars while they come to perform, and every single one of them is not good at performing. Like, if y'all want to waste your money paying for nonsense, that's cool. I don't need it. I mean, I'm a motivational speaker for real. I mean, you know what I mean? You could say what you want. I mean, they came to me on Christmas, you know what I mean? And like I said, they wanted that customized video and they paid for it. And all y'all can do it. We offer customized videos for $25, man. I'm a motivational speaker. I'll really teach you. You know what I mean? And I offer personal training, digital fitness training, and in real reality, actual fitness training. I have
good idea for us.
I have a job to do. You're 100% right. I do run the streets. I run every block, but I've already accomplished everything. At this point in my life, 100%, I'm going to get away from anything that doesn't make sense. I'm not trying to prove I'm tough anywhere or anything like that. No, I'm not. I'm trying to be super soft. I'm trying to be a totally different individual. And 50 Cent did the same thing. But you don't want to acknowledge this. A lot of people did that. Not a lot of people, but anybody who's really a businessman is going to fall back. You don't stop being tough and being the guy you are, but you make better decisions when you get smart and you realize what I do, which is I have everything to lose. I'm a grown man. And a lot of you just don't understand that. And, you do. You want to pretend that you can't process it. Come on, bro. I'm a grown man. What I look like making bad decisions like Rob Rack. I would look silly is what I look like. I don't got the luxury you do, bro. I don't got a family bailing me out and paying for myself. I don't got a support system. Nobody even wants to do anything for me. I have to do it all by myself, bro. I got 7 bikes in inventory. Some of them, 2 of them, I think it's just a wheel, whatever. I can't even get anyone to help me fix them. I mean, come on, bro. You can't be serious. These folks don't do nothing for me, bro.
Nothing.
Nothing. They give me nothing. Imagine trying to then turn around and falsely judge and say, oh, well, you're doing that. Oh, you're asking for money. What other choice would I have? You're not paying me. You're not giving me any opportunity. You want to keep asking me invasive, weird questions and worrying about my business. But everything is the way it is because of all y'all in your fake system.
This is insane.
Make it make sense. Like, are you going to actually help? Because y'all don't know how to help. And your system for sure don't know how to help. It doesn't offer help. It offers problems and nonsense. You feel me? I don't need nothing from nobody. Like, I need what I've earned. Like, you understand, I've been through more physically than anyone. I don't get a check. Where's my government check? I don't get a check. I don't get nothing. Okay? Like, real talk. And y'all don't even provide real opportunity to get anything. Like, I don't even understand what y'all are talking about.
Drum roll.
And I
because you don't do a goddamn thing.
That's the problem. Is that's what happens is like it's just all a scam. All of it. That's all it is, bro. You have to understand nobody makes no money, bro. And everything is a scam, bro. You know what I mean? And all those things will do when you start dealing with the government that's corrupt and all these people, all it's going to do is just create more bad decisions and more bad positions to be in. That's the truth. That's why I stay true to the game. I listen to God. I keep my eyes on God and stay focused on God and what he's teaching me. And I do the best that I can and do what I need to do for me. I'm worried about being in great shape and exercising and being the strongest man in the world, which I'm proven to be on camera. It ain't Eddie Hall. Eddie Hall is out of shape, buddy. You gotta understand what's going on here. I'm literally the strongest man in the world. I never have to argue or even raise my voice or ever get slightly upset because this is proven.
Eddie Hall's forearm weighs more than fucking Joey Sneed. That being said, I'm going to let it roll. I'll be right back. I got a rocket pass
on camera. Okay. I'm approaching 400 world records. I'm a prodigy and a living legend. Get like me. You understand? That's what folks is trying to do. People look up to me. People are stopping, screaming out, Batman. I got real fans everywhere. Okay, people telling me your business is inspiring and motivational. Thank you. I appreciate that. People love me. So what you think? I'm going to go make a bad decision like all these other fake celebrities did? I'm a real celebrity. I'm going to be a role model and make every right decision and be super patient with everybody. You can act any way you want. You could say and do whatever you want. I'm going to stay resilient and calm and level-headed and make sure I make calm, good, solid decisions, because I'm going to tell you what, that's what real strength is, and those are the people, and there's really none, it's just me, who get the farthest. I've already gotten farther than anyone you'll ever meet on your TV, anywhere, anyone who's ever existed. I've already made and spent more money than all of you. You couldn't even fathom how much I've done. I live quicker than you because I live in a vibrational love. Like he told him in Limitless, don't make me your competition. You all don't want to listen. Don't make me your competition. You haven't had to climb through all them greasy little, remember he tells them that? You haven't had to, to get a seat at that table. You haven't had to go through the marriage for this many years. Now, I've never been married, but I've been in relationships, plenty of them, and they were real regardless. Just because the so-called woman wanted to act fake or be fake, that's not my problem. See, that's that immaturity. You get into a relationship, you got to be mature. If not, it's not a relationship. So really, realistically, I never had a real relationship because they weren't being real with themselves. Ain't that hilarious? Not my problem, right? Could care less. And I'm a single bachelor. I'm a single man, and I'm goody because God loved me.
He's a single man looking for another
Which I don't
single
get. You
man.
want to talk about women? You think I got time? You don't think that maybe God has things the way it is for a reason?
You got time for woman. You got time for another single man, because that's all he's been talking about for the last 2 days.
Completely isolated and alienated for a reason, because God has to work on me, brother. That's what you don't get. Things happen for a reason. You know, he ain't going to want me lonely all the time and alone. He's going to want me with someone, you know, but when the time is right, and it's probably coming around the corner, you understand? So, I mean, that's the thing. Like, I've sat here, I helped everybody. I did everything for all of you. I did everything for Christina, whoever that is. I was there every step of the way. And no, that is a real person. They owe me money, and they owe me love, their time, everything. They owe me straight up. So what you mean? You know, so that's the thing. I don't got to explain nothing. I'm in the right with everyone in every situation. I have nothing on my conscience because I've done right by everyone and helped all of you. And I was there for you. And every single one of you, I saved you. You understand? So, no, I'm me. And at some point, we got to have real conversations. Like I said, I'm right here in person, homie. Anybody want to talk to me, holla at me. You feel me? I have conversations in person only, not this internet stuff, because it's fake. People want to do fake stuff on here. I'm good. You know what I mean? So that's the thing, bro. Just quit comparing apples to oranges, man. I ain't these other people, bro.
Isn't that crazy? Like intercourse turned into internet. Really, it really did.
Real, man. You understand? Like for real, bro. You understand? You
I mean,
all
I don't
vastly
do
underestimate me. You want to pretend, and you don't seem to get who you've been dealing with
I don't
and
do
talking to this whole
intercourse
time.
either. I guess
restraint is strength, brother.
Dog.
Make sure you understand that. Yeah, all that stuff y'all talk about, I could care less. They'd still talk about trolls. I don't care about that word, and I don't care about trolls or what they do. Never have, never will. All trolls have done is help me. Whether it be intentionally or unintentionally, all y'all have ever done is help me. That's the truth. So I mean, you know, do what you do, brother. You know, all of you, you know. Like I said, I'm glad I don't have Rob Rack's problems. I got problems, but they're not Rob Rack's problems. I mean, I got problems. You know, I really do, but not like him. Not like any of you. You know, I mean, it is what it is, you know, so I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't compare though. I'm just talking. See, that's the thing. They want to say I'm doing things that I'm not doing. That's what they would love to do. They'd come to the channel.
What was that scene in the movie? I think it's Hancock. Problems? You got problems? My daddy got a fake leg, or he missing a leg, or some shit like that when they're in the bus or the subway. Goddamn, what movie was that?
They start projecting and talking about, why are you comparing? I'm not. I'm talking and speaking. Why is it every time I speak and say the truth, you feel some way and so strongly? You're super triggered and impressed because someone's telling you the truth? Do you understand how hilarious that is? So like I said, no, I got real fans, and people take me seriously because I'm a serious guy. Everything about me is serious, and that's why when folks talk to me, you see my demeanor is real serious, and I be telling them, hey, look, I do the real thing. Yeah. This is really real. I mean, there's nothing fake, nothing funny about me or anything I do, and people never, ever, you know, tell me anything like that. They don't come around me laughing. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Nope.
I'm a gangster. I'm the mob. What you're doing is you're playing games and pretending online like everyone. For what purpose, though? It's pointless. It's a waste of your time, and I told you this. Folks need to learn how to listen this year. So again, you know, folks can say what they want. I mean, you can compare all you want, apples to oranges. You can go in chats and say I'm talking and I'm doing this. But what you have to understand is everything I've done is real and proven. And people know when I speak, I'm telling the truth and I'm talking about facts. Okay, my word is never in question. My word is law. My word is bond, partner. And you feel some way about that because I have full credibility. You see the difference? We have nothing in common. There's nothing slightly similar.
I think he's doing the same thing he did last night. He hasn't mentioned it yet, but I am foreshadowing right now that he's still going, that he's going to start looking at his phone charger going, all right, I'm up to this charge. I have a feeling he's over by the Coke machine in the park, and there's an outlet there where he can reach his charger in and charge up his phone. And then once he gets 100%, then he starts heading back.
You understand? People know what I'm talking about is real. I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. All these Masons,
We did last night on a 3-hour stream.
They a
Stream
joke.
time.
Everyone online on social media is a joke right now, except for me. I'm the only real one out of everyone. So if I'm the only real one, I know I'm doing everything right. I don't focus on what you tell me. I focus on going and training and getting paid for it and trying to build a business that nobody believes I could build. Nobody believed in me this whole time. And I still got up and I kept going and I did it myself. Because I believe in me. I don't need any of you to believe in me. You don't know what you believe. I mean, quite frankly, everything you believe in is hogwash and a lie anyway. We'll talk about so-called women.
Exactly.
Like I need some kind of yes woman around me to validate everything I say.
made
That's
the
what a
note of that.
relationship is to you, where someone just agrees with your delusion. That ain't never been me. I ain't never had somebody around me like that ever. What are you talking about? I'm a lone wolf, bro. I'm out here dolo in the street. I definitely ain't on no sensitive stuff about words. I ain't about talking, period. See, that's what I'm saying. You talking to something totally different and can't even recognize and acknowledge who you talking to, man. That stuff is crazy, man. That's sad. I'm a guy who's about action, homie. I don't do no talking. I'm the mob. See the difference? I don't do much talking. Talk is cheap to me. It means nothing. I've accomplished more in my life already and always have and always will than any of you could ever dream of. Any fake celebrity, and more than Donald Trump by far, more than all y'all little fake Masons. What do you mean? What? I got way more power than Donald Trump right now. Way more. I'm a gangster. They gonna make movies about me. I can guarantee that. They gonna make movies about me, homie. I'm the type of guy they make movies about. You understand? So, like I said, people can talk, people can be fake. That's cool. And every word I ever said is real. And I stand on business. I'm not here to prove any point. I'm not here to act no way. I'm me. And that's the thing. You got there's some weird stuff in the water or something. Y'all got a public that wants to keep acting like they're about it or something. The public isn't about anything. Okay? That's what you don't get. That's why we don't do what y'all do. I ain't going to Vegas to be in them fake events. I'm not over there with this fake stuff and fake energy. It ain't fake with me. We about our respect for real, homie. You understand? And like I said, we're not going to make mistakes or be held back or be a part of your system and your game. Well, we can just skip all that and just keep it real and be real and defeat you all and win with realness. We know what we come from. I know I come from the background for real. I know I'm really the mob. I don't need to run around a bunch of Masons and fake individuals and you know, be hype and explain to them who I am and have them sit there and perpetrate in front of me for what? Do you see what I'm saying? That's what folks do. They waste their time. I mean, you know, like Conor McGregor, he's got a problem. He's got a habit. Are we going to talk about that? I mean, he's 3 feet tall, bro. Like, are you serious right now? And he's not rich. He doesn't have a dime. Neither does Floyd Mayweather. They're all broken poor. Floyd Mayweather just got caught running in the street, man. Y'all are silly, man. I don't know what you're talking about. And as far as so-called women, understand that most of them are brainwashed and a joke now. So, I mean, if they want to be taken seriously, if you want to talk to me about women, get them to become real women like I'm trying to teach you first, and then come talk to me. Because I don't talk to so-called women. Only real women can holler at me. And I'm for real about that. That was a waste of my time, bro. Y'all act like it's all about looks or the same stuff. Like, bro, I'm 36. I've been through all that. That ain't nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. I am not impressed. That's what you know. I'm a grown man and I'm a big guy. Okay. Like it takes a lot for me to be content, happy, whatever. It takes a lot, bro. I'm happy always. I'm just saying, as far as when it comes to people and like a woman, like you don't seem to get it. I'm like, come on, bro. Are you serious? I'm a big, real man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, dude. You know, y'all want to sit here and keep talking to me like I'm someone I'm not. That stuff is crazy, son.
I'm an elongated clitoris.
You know what I mean? Like, I require a lot. You know what I mean? Like, everything I need more of than you. All of you. I'm a big dude. That's why I require a lot of money, because I have a lot that I have to pay for. I got a lot of expenses.
Yeah, he's not a big
like,
dude.
I don't know
He's
how
an
you all want to talk to
elongated
me about
clitoris.
money when clearly I'm 150 something pounds and like 6'2", 6'3", bro. Like, what are you like, bro? I train almost every day harder than any Olympic athlete. I outdo every Olympic athlete almost every day. And not a single one of you has just said,
All right. Okay. That being said, he's greater than any Olympic athlete. The Winter Olympics is coming up here next month when they're going to fire that off. Which, if any Winter Olympic event you could put Joey into, which one would you like to see him do? I think for me, it would be the, what do you call it? The one man bobsled, the suicide thing. What do you call it? I don't know. Yeah, that one. Just fucking head first. Just go.
oh, congratulations for being stronger than every Olympic athlete. None of you. I haven't even heard almost one good positive thing unless I show someone my
Skeleton. I
video
think
and
it's
they're
called
like, man,
skeleton.
that's impressive. Or you got to be strong as hell to do that. That's amazing. That's the only time. Other than that, when people talk,
Ski jump
it's never
would be
good news. It's never something positive or happy. That's why I quit talking to everybody. I don't get it. I ain't trying to talk to nobody. I'm in my own world, bro. I don't respect the world, period. And especially anybody in it. I don't know what y'all talking about. I know me. I'm really crazy. I know what I'm about. And I don't come from your walk, right? And like I said, the places I came up in and been in are blocks that most folks wouldn't even walk down. So who is you talking to? I'm a real gangster from the hood. That's the difference. You understand? And that's the thing. Y'all think everything is about acting and talking and what you show on the outside and the exterior, and it ain't. That's where you're wrong, buddy. You think everyone's here to impress you. That's what y'all think. Y'all think people are here to serve you. Hell no, we ain't. We here to do us and win.
Yeah, remember the old ABC fucking for Saturday sports? I mean, this is old people talk right here. The agony of defeat. Dun, 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 dun. You had that guy going doing the downhill ski jump and he fucking went off the side of the fucking thing and fucking crashed. They played that every fucking week for fucking decades. It's fucking great.
World don't owe you nothing, brother.
Joey,
And that's the
that'd
thing
be
that
awesome.
people like Rob Rack need to learn. The world doesn't owe you a thing. You have to get up and do it. You can't be scared to drive. You can drive. That's a luxury I wish I had. I don't have it because I had people jellying me and they gave me fake tickets and I paid them all and I still have an issue in another county because they lied. Okay? You're lucky. You're blessed and you're lucky and you have it good. You're entitled. You get free money. You got a family and a support system that clearly cares enough to give you money and provide for you. You're lucky. You have it easy. You haven't been through a thing. Stop crying and whining and complaining. Get up and go get a job and go make something of yourself. That's my advice from a real man. That's what you need to do. Me, I don't have no choice but to do what I do every day because they won't even let me work down here. We down next to Mexico, homie, and I look like Tom Cruise. You figure it out. That's the reality we live in. There ain't no faking with me. I don't, that's why I can't talk to most folks because y'all want to come around me and perpetrate right in front of me, look me in my eye, and then try to act like you think for me and tell me how to think or can convince me, oh, reality ain't reality. Oh, yeah, they'll hire you, bro. I've been down here arguably almost 2 decades on and off. They are never going to let me work. They hire new employees everywhere I go, almost every day. Not a single time have they even said, hey, we want you to work for us. Never. Ever. One time one guy did, and then immediately he lost his job. So don't tell me that things are fair here, because that's probably why, just because he wanted to help me. Y'all better get real, man. You understand? It's unfair as hell where I'm at. Yeah, we're not going to sit here and pretend with you about it.
Did he just say he lost his job because of me? So did Homeboy get Joey a job for the day, and then Joey got fired? And did he get Homeboy fired for fucking putting his name on Joey for that shit? Oh, that's fucking great if it did. Oh, let's hear it again.
Me, I don't have no choice but to do what I do every day because they won't even let me work down here. We down next to Mexico, homie, and I look like Tom Cruise. You figure it out. That's the reality we live in. There ain't no faking with me. I don't, that's why I can't talk to most folks because y'all want to come around me and perpetrate right in front of me, look me in my eye, and then try to act like you think for me and tell me how to think or can convince me, oh, reality ain't reality. Oh, yeah, they'll hire you, bro. I've been down here arguably almost 2 decades on and off. They are never going to let me work. They hire new employees everywhere I go, almost every day. Not a single time have they even said, hey, we want you to work for us. Never. Ever. One time one guy did, and then immediately he lost his job. So don't tell me that things are fair here, because that's probably why, just because he wanted to help me. Y'all better get real, man. You understand? It's unfair as hell where I'm at. Yeah, we're not going to sit here and pretend with you about it. You want to have your cake and eat it too. You're going to make things unfair. That's enough. That's how folks do things down here. I don't know what's up with y'all. It ain't enough that you made everything unfair and impossible. Then you got to sit there and rub it in. I don't play like that. The weirdest.
All right, he has ended it. So I'm going to go back to normal speed. Let's see here. We got about 11 minutes left.
Thing I ever seen,
Then we
bro.
can get out of here and get on
in
with our
my
lives.
country, and folks got more opportunity than I'll ever have. I don't get a thing. Nothing.
And that being said, I will be tapping out after this. I ain't doing it anymore. If he goes, he goes. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I'm a real American. This is how we get treated and done. 100%. Yeah. And what do? Get up like a real man and get it all done anyway, boy. So see, you have luxuries I don't have. And I ain't jelly. I don't feel no way. I just see what it is and recognize it and call it what it is. It's unfair as hell. Yeah, people like Rob Rack, you got everything handed to you. You've got everything that I literally wish I had. I don't have none of that stuff. I've got more than you because I worked hard my entire life since I was 16 years old. I didn't make excuses like you. I wasn't running around getting locked up and making mistakes. And I wasn't dealing with a class abroad like you do. I was dealing with a way better class abroad no matter what. I had real relationships and real connections with people. People betrayed me and did what they did because they was jelly of me because I started buying cars like going to the grocery store.
All right, what would be, okay, so say you got broads. What would be like the tier list of broads? Like you got your top tier broads. You got like, you know, mid-tier bras. You know, they ain't got the biggest bra, but you'll deal with it. What broad tier list?
Okay, that's the only reason that they fronted and acted the way they act, and more power to them. I'm glad they did, because that was God removing somebody, getting them away from me that ain't no good for me and ain't doesn't want to see me win or be happy. So you want to talk about it, but I'm
last
living.
Call, broad.
That's the difference. You still ain't living.
Ah, son of a bitch. There it is. I've been looking for a goddamn song title comment. It's been running dry lately, but yeah, that's a good one, dude. Dude, that almost sounds like it's already been a song from like some country singer or something. Holy shit. That almost sounds like it has to be a country song. I don't know. I'll figure it out, but that has to happen. Right on. Thank you so much.
Living it, you know, like real talk. It's the opposite. Like when Alfred tells Bruce Wayne, well, you know, yeah, you hung up your cape and your cow, but you never moved on to find a life, because he wanted him to find a woman and have a normal life and be happy. He said, I never wanted you to come back to Gotham. I always knew there was nothing but pain here for you. And Bruce Wayne's crying. And that's literally what it's like for me. I'm living this, bro. You think it's easy? You think it's nice? He said, oh, they're mad. Brother, I'm mad almost every day. I have a lot to be mad about. Let me tell you something, too, about you. You're mad, too. But the thing is, you're not man enough to acknowledge it and face yourself and admit it. And I am. That's one of the biggest differences between us. OK, so don't tell me about how you're strong, but you want to hide from everything. OK, when I'm facing life head on, I'm a real man and I'm everything you want to be, boy. And that's going to echo and you're going to hear this and it's going to bother you because you know it's reality, boy. Yeah, don't talk to me, homie, because when I talk, folks get in their feelings when I respond. Easy. See, that's the difference. I'm the same dude with everyone, and I'll tell you what it really is. I don't care how much money I got. I don't care how much equity I got. I don't care that I got buildings right now worth billions of dollars that I got full access to. You don't know me. I don't know you. Okay? You ain't got no business speaking on me. I'll talk about you all I want. Why? Because I get paid to do it, and I'm the mob and a gangster. So that means I get to talk about who I want because I've really done this, homie. I really lived this. I really got the streets on lock. Okay, little homie? Are you starting to get it?
Oh, he's getting ghetto.
You are not me. Okay? You will never be me. Okay? You want to be like me? Then you need to play catch up. And it's that saying you never will catch up. But if you want to be like me, why don't you take the right necessary steps to at least try? That's all I'm saying. I mean, go to a gym. You got money. You're getting it for free. Go to a gym and get a gym membership. Go work out. Go better yourself. I'd rather see that for people like Rob Rack than see them doing what they doing every day. That's what they don't get. I've tried to encourage you. Y'all want to be discouraging with everyone. I've done nothing but try to encourage you and help you. Like, I have to see this sad stuff every day. Like, and then they act like, oh, well, why are you watching? There's nothing else to watch. Do you understand that?
Holy.
Because of you. What do you mean? You don't know what's happened in these sectors and on YouTube? All the people I wanted to watch were like, look, this is because of the red
He's
triangles and you and your behavior. There's no one to watch. I don't even have any entertainment no more because of you. What, you think I'm happy about it, brother? Like, I used to come on YouTube and there'd be 5, 8 different shows, different people I could watch. We used to all congregate and have fun on here. We used to have some kind of camaraderie, and I was the leader, and we had a team being built. Now, all because of these people, because they was jelly, all of these people took bait and sided with them and listened to them, and that's what they do. Like, y'all can do what you want. I don't care. I don't need you. I was never trying to be Mr. Popular or be a part of no group. I'm me. I stand on my own two. So, like I said, folks can say what they want. That's the thing. They want to keep talking. But then when I respond and talk from my heart and talk from a real place, they want to act like they ain't hear me. You heard me loud and clear, homie. Yeah, y'all ain't accomplishing nothing but being fake. Wow, that's gone real well for you. That's worked out so well for you.
Oh, for real.
That is a 50-plus-year-old man stuck in a Roach motel room and can't go anywhere. And I think he's afraid to leave because I really think that he knows that he's issued a whole bunch of crazy statements on here that are illegal, right? And I think he knows they're paying attention. I think he's aware. I think he's trying to drink it all away. Yep, I think he's aware that the FBI is watching. So you think the FBI is watching Groovy Jimmy, like he admitted, but you don't think they're watching Rob Rack? Really? You think that the FBI is watching a couple of these folks, but they don't know who the red triangles are already?
Hell, Sartan.
I mean, come on, bro. All they got to do is listen to what I'm saying. I'm literally like, I'm the one who did all the work. And let me tell you something. I'm not about to sit here and let the FBI or anybody take credit for all my hard work. I hope you understand that. I hope you understand that I'm going to continue to stand up and speak, and we're going to make sure that this is clear for the public, that the FBI never did their job, and that Tyree Sneed and Batman is who did all of this work. I am the one who protected this country and has protected this border for decades. Not any agency, not the military. They've done nothing. They're useless, and that's the reality. Okay, there is people on a mission right now to expose these corrupt officials here and everywhere else. You people have made a lot of mistakes. You played these games, like he said in Ocean's Tour. What did he say? He said you're being awfully cavalier with a lot of people's what's, and that puts people in their feelings. That gets people upset. And the thing is, you've made so many enemies, all you corrupt people and corrupt officials, that now all these enemies are starting to stand up.
Yep.
You understand? They're starting to stand up and open their mouth and speak about it. And they're tired. We're all tired. I've been tired. You don't even know how much pain I'm carrying with me. You have no idea because you people don't care and don't ask.
Break down.
See, you're here for an agenda of evil. I'm here for humanity and to make sure that people are treated humanely. Because what I went through and what I go through every day, I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. I wouldn't let anyone go through what I continue to every single day. And it's
so adopt Joey, your local humane society.
Because of you people, because of you corrupt officials.
We're having to clear the kennels fucking promotion this weekend.
Because of these people online and these underground illegal organizations. So if you think for 1 minute that I haven't devoted my entire life to making sure that every single member of these organizations goes to prison, you're crazy.
He's fucking so teeter-tottering.
I hope you understand that. Yeah, that's what you don't get. What you've created is a lot of people like me that we basically have nothing to lose, even if we have everything. We don't care about nothing but justice.
Nothing.
We want real, true justice. You understand? And we won't stop until we get justice. Y'all wanted to act like all y'all are someone. Y'all want to act like you're tough. You do a lot of talking. All y'all been real mad comfortable in whatever little slot and position.
Act like we've been streaming you all day.
Position all y'all was in. And now guess what? The chickens are coming home to roost, and God is here serving your karma on a silver platter. Enjoy, buddy. See, they don't get it. They want to keep acting and this and that. And yeah, okay. You funny.
Chickens
That's what you all are. You're hilarious. So yeah, like I said, no, the FBI has to do their job. They don't have a choice, right? And that's all it is. I don't care who you are. Any job you work, that's just a job you have to do. That's a responsibility you have to fulfill. There is nothing cool or glorified about having a job. That's why I started my own thing. I'm a sovereign entity, and I work for myself, buddy.
Yeah,
I don't
Frost.
work for no one, and I won't let no one tell me what to do. I don't fear no man, no so-called woman. I'll tell all of you right in front of you what it is, and you'll listen. You understand? And I'm your superior. You got that? That's why people listen to me, because I speak with power. You know why? Because it's the power of God.
I think you're telling them to wrap it up.
All right. Now you go ahead and stay mad, little homie, because trust me, this ain't mad. This is light. Okay? Real talk. You folks are funny. This is easy. This is light.
Something
you feel
just
me?
happened.
So yeah, like I said, you all want to act like you're something, but I'm really who I am. See the big difference there? So yeah, like I said, don't compare apples to oranges, man. He's Rob Rad. Come on, man. He can't even make up his mind what he want to do. He want to have a fake radio career and like me and copy me and emulate me, but he ain't me. And he makes no money. I just think it's funny. I think it's funny when people want to be me and they never have anything nice or positive or real to say, and they're obsessed but want to act like I don't exist. And in the process, they keep getting their karma every day, and it's worse and worse for them, and they can't succeed. That's hilarious. Let's get real.
Holy shit.
Oh, you're hilarious. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, brother, the one laughing is me. That's why when all y'all type and do your fake crying emojis, like I told you, you're wasting your time, brother. Trust me.
Now
the one who's always laughing for real, genuinely, is me. I think y'all are hilarious, bro.
You hear the acoustics? He's leaving now.
On that note, I'll talk to you later. Okay, Pumpkin? Stay mad.
Yeah, the golf cart grannies. I guarantee goddamn to you, I would bet my fucking goddamn butthole that they just drove by and shined the light at him and said, dude, you gotta go. Now he's fucking pissed off about it. I don't know. We'll see. That was good. Thank God it wasn't 3 hours, but that was almost 2 hours. Shut up. What do I got to finish that off? What was I gonna do? God damn it. I had it within my eyesight. Yeah. Make everyone tired. It's late. So I figured I'd just go Speedy Claxton. Why not? Let's see if he's still alive.
Joey Sneed once whispered to the night about his tiny friend, Speedy Claxton's light. A hamster small but superhuman strong, zooming through the stars where he belong. Godspeed, Speedy, the superhuman hamster. You raced beyond the moon. You were faster. Now Joey's heart is quiet. The cage sits empty, but the legend spins forever, bright and empty. Speedy'd spin a wheel of thunder, fire, and grace, saving Joey from each fall, each stumbling place. He'd leap across the kitchen, a blur of fur, a tiny hero, brave and pure. Now Joey walks the hallway, echoes of a squeak, a tear rolls down his cheek. The silence feels so meek. He'll carry Speedy's spark inside his chest, a memory that never rests. So here's until we meet again.
It's always nice, even if it is a shitty AI song about a dead fucking hamster. It's kind of cleansing to get Joey out of your ears before you call it a day. Anyway, that's all I got. Chat, appreciate y'all. We gonna go get.
I've drank a lot of fucking beer in my lifetime, that's for sure. Many times to an excess that I'm not too proud of the fucked up shitty situations that I've managed to fist fuck my way into. I've learned a lot along the way though. I'll share that knowledge with you if it can prevent a fucking drunken grease fire. If it doesn't, you are the fucking grease fire.